Welcome to Fuel Pasión podcast. Today is a little bit different. We gather on a special day that we call Good Friday, a day that holds deep meaning. It's a day that feels heavy, yet we call it good. So as we reflect on today's events around the world, we're going to embrace both the sorrow and the hope that it brings that we find today. See, in John 19, in the first 30 verses, we witness the reality of Jesus is suffering, the crucifixion, and his final words, "It is finished." See, these words have resounded through time, reminding us that his sacrifice was both real and significant. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go. Hola, ¿qué tal, mi gente? This is your host, Noan El Boricua, and I'm excited to be able to bring today a special episode that for many Christians and Catholics and evangelicals around the world, and so many people, we look at this special weekend, it being Easter weekend, in a moment where we get a chance to be able to reflect on what today is known as Good Friday, as I just introed all of you. Now, as always, I'm so grateful that each and every one of you are always willing to like. And if you haven't subscribed, I hope you guys can consider that. But more importantly, I'm excited because of the fact that here on this podcast, we are always about immersing ourselves dentro de cultura in all different events. And today, holding a special moment of that of faith and our third pillar, all about conexiones. I'm excited because in the next coming days, I will be having a special 5-year anniversary episode for all of you, and my hope that it can be just insightful, a blessing for each and every one of you. Now, what if I told you it was real? Like, all of it. There was a man named Jesus. Historians, along with theologians, had called this man not just Jesus, but he was also known as the Christ or Cristo. His feet walked among the dusty roads, and his hands, worn and weathered, reached out to the hurting, the lost, and the broken. See, wherever this Christos went, people followed. The Spirit thrived, and the Father smiled because it was all genuino, genuine. And because it was all real, the debt that we owed became due. It called out for payment. Something real, something permanent. That which was unclean needed to be made holy. So this man named Jesus, who spoke powerful words, "I am," confirmed it was all real. The beatings were real. The lashes, the blood, the thorns, they were all real. The mocking, the shame, the pain of his mother and brother, they were all real. And the cross, not a distant relic, but fresh and agonizing, it was real. The celebrated now became lonely, and even the skeptic found belief. His death, long foretold and destined, now became a reality. See, in that moment, in the center of humanity, in the center of history, there was nothing, and it was all real. See, from his head, his hands, his feet, sorrow and love flowed together, unidos. So I asked the question, did such, love and sorrow ever meet? Or did thorns compose such a rich crown? See, in this episode, I want us to understand this tone of why Good Friday, although sorrowful, it is so hopeful. I want to read this. We look at Hebrews 4:16, and I'll put it here on the screen. It encourages us to approach the throne of grace con confianza, confidence, that in our darkest moments, ladies and gentlemen, we can find mercy. We can find grace. And as we remember the depth of his sacrifice hoy en día, today, I also want us to let us hold on to the hope. that it presents. See, Good Friday reminds us that love, even amid the sorrow and the hurt and the pain, love has the power to transform our lives. And it's time to reflect on that pain endured by the Cristo, Jesus. A pain endured, but it's also this beautiful, incredible love that is poured out for all of us, not just me, but all of you. So, at the time of this recording, as you move throughout your day or throughout this weekend, or if you watch this during the week, take a moment to consider the reality of his love and the meaning of the sacrifice that he gave for each and every one of us. That's it. My hope that it can ignite not just curiosity to seek him, but that it also ignites your passion and guide your journey that God has given you, because we all have a purpose here. My hope is that you can find peace. My hope is that you can find the depth of his love on this Good Friday and every day. That's just something that's been on my heart and that I wanted to share with each and every one of you. And more importantly, it's something that I'm so grateful that I've been a part of. And my hope is that you can just consider it, or at least reflect on this moment that many around the world look at this Good Friday. As painful it is, as sorrowful it is, we see this love and this hope that gives us that we will see soon. My hope is that you can consider where you're at in your journey. And my hope is that you always immerse yourself in cultura, that you can grow in your faith, and that you can make those conexiones. As Dr. Larry Costa says, we suffer in isolation, but we heal in community. And maybe this weekend, it's an opportunity to do that at a local church, maybe around you, or maybe with some friends, or maybe with someone along the beach. The whole point here is don't journey by yourself. Do it together, because God has always wanted you to be among community. Ladies and gentlemen, like always, check us out at fuelpasionpodcast.com. Y como siempre, thank you guys so much for all that you do in supporting. And look, we're getting ready for some really great stuff coming down the pipeline. But more than anything, como dice mi abuelita, que Dios te bendiga.